Here we go. Welcome back to the channel. Here we have another crazy story. Up and coming influencer. Raw Dawg. Some individuals say Facebook hero. But either way, here's what's going on with him right now, and I'll let you know what I think in a second.
This scene near State Road 7 and Southwest 23rd Street, where our cameras captured this BMW with its doors open. Police talking with witnesses, and we saw at least one person taken away in cuffs. Police say a man died here from his injuries after being shot. Family members later showing up to the scene overcome with emotion after learning the news. While police believe it all started at the Dunkin', they say both parties left the area following the shooting. As for what exactly did lead up to the shooting, that is unclear at this time, but the investigation shutting down the busy State Road 7 southbound for hours.
As you can see, it was a very tragic and unfortunate situation. Crime on crime, Jamaicans on Jamaicans.
Out here live taking another look at the roads to southbound 441 around Southwest 23rd Street and Southwest 21st Street. Between those two areas, and still does remain blocked off at this time for the shooting investigation. As for that man who was taken to we are told that his injuries are not life-threatening. So at this time saying that they're still trying to figure out what exactly did lead up to the shooting. So they are asking for the public's help when it does come to any information that can help them solve this case. We're here in Miramar this morning. I'm Joseph Ojo, Local 10 News.
Okay, Joseph.
All I'm trying to figure out is which one of his friends did this to him. Don't forget, the Jamaican community is a very small community. So 9 times out of 10, a lot of individuals say, you know what? It was one of his friends who did this to this young man right here. I mean, it's an unfortunate situation, you know, but as I said, the Jamaican community is a very small community. I'm quite certain, allegedly, I'm just talking. I'm just assuming it was an individual from the Jamaican community who did this to this young man right here. One thing about the Jamaican community, they say, you know what? Bring more than 4, 5, 6 Jamaicans together, males. That could be a small gang. Imagine that. And from a small gang, what happens after that is crimes. Because you're going to have like these 6 individuals who are going to come together in their minds. All 6 of them is going to be thinking nonsense, but most of them all together combined, they're going to be thinking about want to make money. And wanting to make money comes along with a lot. For example, Raw Dawg, for example, I heard him say, you know what? In one of his songs, he could have just been talking, but I believe him. He's wearing $3,000 sneakers. Imagine wearing $3,000 sneakers. Keep in mind, Jamaica, the island of Jamaica is a very poor country, with the average working construction worker, he might be making about $20 a day. Imagine that. Imagine working construction, 8-hour shift. You have to drive to work and back from work, so that's probably about 10 hours just for $20. And you have Raw Dawg right now saying, you know what? $20. Raw Dawg spent $3,000 on his shoes. So the average person was making $20. That's like $80 every week. Imagine that. Let's do the calculations. So $80 every week. So you have $80, $20, $80 every week. In 2 months, you might have $160. Imagine having $160 in 2 months. Keep in mind, That's just a made up number because you're spending money out of that money. You're spending that $20. Imagine that. So basically, you're always at zero every day because you're making less than what you need to survive. And you have an individual like Dawg right now who had the opportunity to not just flourish in Jamaica, but to be able to travel the world. Came to America, making money in America. But I'll never forget, he started off as an entertainer, influencer. Then he started associating himself with bad people. Imagine that. Imagine associating himself with bad people. Then he started playing with guns and showing off guns and things like that. He basically wanted to be like a tough guy. Imagine that. Imagine wanting to be a tough guy and play with guns. Don't forget, the only thing guns do is hurt people. So, he went from influencer to want to be amongst the those people. Don't forget, Jamaica is a small place. Population under 3 million people. A lot of individuals say, you know what, it's a corrupt place. Ever since way back when the pirates used to go to Jamaica, it used to be like a party scene. That's where the pirates used to go to Jamaica. Believe it or not, there's a famous pirate. His name is Blackbeard. He used to go to Jamaica to party, drink all that rum, and just party, all that rum, good rum. Up to today's day, Jamaica is really known as a party place. You can't be a real Jamaican if you don't party constantly. Imagine that. Imagine partying constantly. But they said Dawg left from a party, and some individuals decided to do something to him. I'm assuming, I said, with one of his friends. It's been like that for a while, and it's still like that right now, as you can see. I think it was a next Jamaican individual who decided to do this thing to Dawg. I don't believe it was like I just want to stick to what I'm saying. Those Jamaican individuals went from making $20 a week to want to spend $3,000 on sneakers. That create animosity. Imagine that. $3,000 on sneakers to wear in the dirt. One thing they say, when you're in the dirt, you pass away. Let's not get into that. Dawg. Unfortunately, something happened to him. As I said, I believe it was someone who he knew, one of his friends, or he thought was his friends. The Jamaican community is very small. They do a lot of bad things to each other for whatever reason. I guess they hate to see each other shine. They always, that's the best way to describe it. Don't forget, I'm just talking. But doesn't change the fact that Dawg, his friend is gone. He's in a bad situation. He might be gone. Imagine that. Imagine not being gone today, but being gone the next time. Like I said, these individuals that you call your friends, you're going to realize at the end of the day, Imagine that. End of the day. The only friend I have is just Father God. Father God ain't never done me nothing bad day in my life. If anything, I did bad things